Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Allie.
Yo! Looks like you're feeling much better today.
Yep, Monica helped me a lot yesterday. She's an amazing helper, even if she doesn't believe it.
I wouldn't doubt that. She's a good club leader, after all. A loud growl emanating from Sayori's stomach ends the conversation.
Oops. I'm kinda hungry.
When are you not?
I heard that, you meanie.
Huh?
Hey, speaking of being hungry, will you come with me to buy a snack from the vending machine?
I ponder this for a moment. Although I'm fairly certain she doesn't have any money. I have to admit, it's kinda cute seeing her asking me so innocently. Besides, I got some money to spare. Sure, why not? Let's go.
Yay!
Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I had no idea she was listening in. She looks up from her book.
I wasn't listening in or anything. Whoops. It was just something in my book.
You're fine, Yuri. We were standing right by you.
I see. Oh well, I just thought Sayori's usual antics are alluring. Her energy is always so infectious.
Well, she's always a little ball of sunshine, isn't she? I wrap an arm around her and pull her close.
So don't say that. You'll embarrass me.
Sayori's cheeks quickly redden, and I find myself in a pretty awkward situation. Let's just go get that snack, okay?
Right.
We depart from the club room and locate the nearest vending machine from us. Okay, hold on a second. Is that all the further up you can go in the history? Gee whiz. Well, earlier there was club room where it was all one word, and here it's 2 words. So, just pick one or the other. That's all you gotta do. Looking to my side, Sayori's humming a little tune to herself. I smile a bit, realizing that some things really never change after all. Eventually, we find a nearby vending machine. I immediately pull out my wallet.
You don't have to pay for it, Allie. I'd hate for you to spend your money on me.
Sayori, I know one thing. You don't even have enough money, right?
Wait! How did you even know?
Sayori, even though it's been a few years, I can still read you like a book.
Me?
Now come on, Sayori, what do you want?
Oh, I want the cookies!
Okay. I insert the dollar bills into the machine and punch in the code for the cookies. After about a few seconds, it falls into the slot. I reach under and grab it, handing it to Sayori. Here you go. She snatches the package from my hands and immediately tears open the wrapper.
So good!
Sayori clasps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
Slow it down, Sayori. Not in a hurry. I insert another few dollars into the machine and grab myself a cold drink. Alright, got everything you need? Sayori nods, a few crumbs falling out of her mouth. As we're about to turn and head back, I hear footsteps coming from the distance, like someone's in a complete hurry. I stop myself in my tracks. Hey, do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sayori cocks her head to the side. Probably Monica.
Can't believe I didn't hear the bell.
I immediately recognize the voice, even though the name box didn't announce who it was. To confirm my suspicions, I turn my head to the direction of the panting and footsteps. Sure enough, Monica's running from the distance down the hall. Sayori seems to catch on and turns her head as well. Within a second, her eyes light up like an excited puppy.
Oh, Monica!
Monica finally reaches us, looking completely out of breath. She leans against the vending machine, heavily panting and struggling to breathe. Sayori's expression immediately shifts from excitement to concern in a matter of seconds. She puts a hand on Monica's shoulder.
Hey, are you okay? You look like you've just ran a marathon. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that my lung capacity isn't the best.
With each word, her labored panting slowly settles down as she regains some control over her breathing.
Monica, you shouldn't run then. I know. I was just in a bit of a hurry and lost track of time.
How? Wouldn't you have heard the bell ring?
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Oh.
Piano? That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Not right now, Sayori. I'm still learning the basics. Maybe once I get better, I will.
I can clearly see Sayori trying to contain her excitement. However, we arrive at the club room door seconds later. Monica swings open the door.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Never mind that. Where the hell were you guys anyway?
Well, I went to get Sayori a snack at the vending machine.
And I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I wouldn't say that. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. I see. Well, I wish you luck in your future endeavors. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Nah, not really.
And with that, the conversation ends and everyone settles down. Yuri returns to her desk, Sayori trots over to Monica, and Natsuki retreats to the closet. After a few minutes of sitting and twiddling with my thumbs, Monica approaches me with a book in hand. Is that another poetry book?
Yeah, have a look at it.
Monica turns the cover of the book to face me. Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah, he's up there with one of the greats such as Emily Dickinson. He is generally known as the inventor of detective fiction, although he's written poetry before. Since I already assume you have nothing to do, would you like to join me?
Well, you assumed correct. And sure.
Great.
Monica's eyes once again flit across the room looking for a spot. Her gaze meets the windowsill near the closet where we first read, but it looks like Natsuki's already claimed that spot. After a few more seconds, she decides on the wall opposite of us.
Let's sit over there for today.
Alright. We resume our positions against the wall, with Monica resting the book on her lap. Unlike yesterday, she immediately cuts to the chase and flips open the book.
I like this one a lot.
Her finger traces on a rather lengthy poem. Annabelle Lee?
Yeah, it's actually the last completed poem he's ever written before his death the same year.
Oh, I see. My eyes scan over the poem again. Unlike Emily Dickinson's poetry, I can somewhat understand this poem. It looks like it's about death, I think. I could be wrong for all I know. Are we going to get to see the poem?
Actually, that's correct.
Wait, really? Words.
Yeah, it's mainly about young Earth.
Monica suddenly shoots up from the wall and clutches her forehead.
No, not now.
Monica? What's the matter? Statement, not a question.
Headache?
A headache? Should I do something? She shakes her head.
No, it'll be fine. Just give me a minute. Erg.
Monica winces as the pain seemingly intensifies on her head. Her end, rather.
I'll be right back.
Monica hurries out of the club room, keeping her hand pressed against her forehead. What? That's the only word I can manage to say. It happened so suddenly that I don't even know how to properly react. She seems perfectly fine, though. I glance around the room and notice that everyone's activities have stopped. Yuri's novel lies open on her desk while Natsuki's head peeks out from the closet. It seems like everyone else also doesn't know how to properly react as well. Has that happened before?
No. That's the first time that happened from what we know.
The others nod in agreement. Huh. My mind is racing with questions, although I doubt anyone's going to answer them. I guess the best option right now is to wait until she returns. I wonder if this has anything to do with how her hands were clammy on that one day. 10 minutes pass, and Monica finally returns with a water bottle in hand.
Sorry. I just got a massive headache all of a sudden. I got myself a bottle of water, so it should be fine.
Monica, nobody gets a headache from nowhere. If you need rest, don't sweat it.
Well, I don't know where headaches usually come from.
I agree. If you're not feeling well, you'll get some rest. We care more for your health instead of your responsibilities. I don't want you stressing yourself out anymore today, especially if you aren't feeling well.
Yuri and I wordlessly nod in agreement.
Guys, don't worry so much. It's really not a problem at all. Besides, we still need to go over our plans for the festival today. Monica, you don't have to do this for us. I can take it from here, okay? Just focus on getting better.
It seems like Monica's having a hard time coming to a decision. She sighs.
If you guys insist.
Monica hesitantly packs up her things and leaves the classroom. We turn our attention to Sayori, who never looks around.
I've never actually done this before.
Sayori, you can do this. I believe in you. I give her a reassuring smile, which she returns. She clears her throat.
Alright, Alright guys, I have some good news. I'm happy to announce that we're going to participate in the festival.
Okay, that's great and all. But the festival is only 5 days away. We should have started planning weeks ago.
I agree. If we were to participate in the festival, we would have needed a few weeks' notice to adequately prepare.
Don't worry guys, Monica and I have it all planned out. I have even made some posters.
Sayori holds up a colorful poster for us to see. Carefully reading over it, my eyes land on a sentence that almost makes me shiver. Come on down to the Literature Club to see our poetry performance. Natsuki's face blanches as she notices it as well.
Don't tell me! Sayori, are we seriously doing a public poetry performance?
Eh? Come on, it's not that bad of an idea.
I didn't say that. However, I didn't also sign up for this. There is no way I'm reading my poem in front of strangers.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Yuri shrinks and shakes her head in fear.
Guys, we should give this a chance, you know. I know you guys have amazing poetry. Don't we want to share it with other people? To show them what literature is all about? I know we can do it. I believe in you all.
The others remain silent. Sayori's expression turns into one of worry. I guess that leaves me with no other choice. I agree. We should at least try, you know? I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. It wouldn't really hurt to help them out a bit.
Well, maybe, but... Do we really have to? None of us joined with other people in mind, you know. Besides, it's not like anyone's gonna give literature a chance anyway. They'll just think it's some dumb and boring subject that only nerds do. And with our short time to prepare, how exactly are we gonna put up a good performance without embarrassing ourselves?
I have to agree.
Oh, we might get some people interested. Even if we don't get any new members at the end of the day. Monica would be super proud of us for trying.
Of us for trying.
She knows how much effort we put into the club. Do you guys remember what she said before?
Yeah.
So they also know about that as well. Each of the girls look down at the floor. Even Sayori looks a bit guilty at bringing this topic up. Go on.
Monica's still feeling down about her club surviving after the festival. Even if the club does end up shutting down, we should try and make this event extra special for her.
Sayori's right. Monica has done so much for this club. The least we can do is try our best, you know?
I guess. Fine, I'll just get it over with. But only because I'm doing it for Monica.
Great! Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone's expectant faces before letting out a sigh.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! Now,
Sayori's face scrunches up as she tries to remember something.
oh yeah, Monica told me that we're reciting our poems today.
Wait, what?
Sayori, this is too sudden.
Don't worry about it, guys. I stand up and produce an unfinished poem I've been working on. I'll start off to make you guys feel at least a bit more confident. Pardon me. In your presentation.
Can I go next?
Yeah, sure. Now, as quickly as they started, our poem recitals have finished. After hearing everyone's performance upstage, I definitely need some work on my delivery. Sayori's mellow tone over a serene and bittersweet poem. Yuri's sharp voice as she enunciates in each twist and turn with perfect timing. And Natsuki's trademark style that causes the words to jump up and down. I'm gonna have a hard time applying confidence and energy into my writing. This is exactly what I meant when I said I didn't know if I could keep up with the levels of enthusiasm the other girls have. Sayori adjourns the meeting with the same level of enthusiasm she had earlier and walks up to me.
Ready to go, Hallie?
Yup. I stand up.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. Except yesterday. It's kinda cute.
Geez, it's not that much of a big deal.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, never mind. Let's go, Sayori. After working on my poem for a bit, I hear my phone vibrate. A notification? Pulling out my phone, I noticed a new text message from Sayori.
Hey, me, Yuri, and Natsuki are at the park just hanging out. You want to join us?
I stare at the text message for a while. The park, huh? I haven't been there in a long time. Last time being with Sayori years ago. Besides, I think now could be a good time to connect with some friends. I type out my reply. Yeah, give me a few. I toss my phone onto the bed and stand up. Making my way to the closet, I open it and notice my very limited wardrobe. One day I really need to go shopping. I decide on a simple pair of clothes, black long-sleeved shirt and blue jeans. Tossing them on, I stuff my phone into my pocket and head outside. After a few minutes of walking, I turn into the gate that leads into the park's entrance. The park is rather normal, with families watching their children play tag or walking their dogs across the sidewalk. Trees tower above the grounds, with leaves gracefully falling from above. Sounds of nature fill the area, and a chilling breeze sweeps the grounds. It's peaceful.
Hey, Hallie, over here!
I crane my neck and notice Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki sitting underneath a nearby tree. I should probably go and join them. Following through with my thought, I go over to where they're sitting. Yo!
Greetings. I'm glad you could make it.
Sup? You can sit, you know.
I was just gonna do that. There's an open space next to Sayori and an open space next to Yuri. I sit next to Sayori and lean against the tree. Choice is an illusion.
Ah, I love this place. Hallie, remember when we played here as kids?
Yeah, this place is pretty sentimental. You were a big goofball back then. Always dragging me to your adventures.
Hey, our adventures were fun, you know. You got to see a lot of cool stuff. Like birds, flowers. Oh, you got to even see some animals.
Can't say I'm surprised. It's written all over your face anyway.
That's just like Sayori, adventurous and exciting. Sometimes she'd even trip and scrape her knee and I would help her. Good times. We fall silent, with none of us really knowing what to say. The sun slowly sinks over the horizon, coloring the sky with various shades of orange and yellow. Looking at the other girls, they seem to be enjoying the tranquility of the park. Sayori perks up a bit, hopping to her feet.
Guys, I have a really good idea.
What is it?
Let's play hide and seek. Hallie and I used to play it back then, and it was so fun.
Sayori, we're not little kids anymore.
Oh, come on. There's no age limit for hide and seek. Besides, we're all friends here. What do you think, Yuri?
Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't really mind.
I don't either. Even though Natsuki does have a point.
That's great. Come on, Natsuki, let's have some fun.
Fine. But only for one round.
Yay, that's everyone. Okay, now. Hallie, you're gonna be the seeker.
God damn it. I'm sure Sayori knows very well that I'm terrible at being the seeker in this game.
We're really gonna be here all day? Ugh.
Seems like Natsuki caught on to my hesitation.
Come on, Natsuki, Hallie's not bad.
Maybe he's better now that he's older.
Okay, he might be a bit bad at seeker. But don't worry, he's not that bad at hide and seek at all. He can be very good at hiding.
Sayori, I think that's because you're bad at seeking as well. I once hid in a very obvious spot, and it took you around 15 minutes for you to find me.
Hey! You weren't supposed to mention that part.
Yuri and Natsuki exchange laughs together. Eventually, Sayori and I join in on the fun a bit.
Alright, game starting now! Count to 50, Hallie! See ya!
The girls all run off in the distance, looking for the best hiding spots. Well, there's no turning back right now. 1, 2, 3... 49, and 50. Ready or not, here I come. Quickly, I get up from the quilt and begin searching around the park. Now, where's the first place I can find someone? Haha, I know. Nodding in determination, I set out to a familiar place. Here we are. The park's lake, secluded within a valley of trees, a dirt path circling around it. Sayori and I loved this place as children, mostly because it was isolated from the rest of the park. In fact, wasn't this the area we first met? After a few minutes of wandering around, I hear a rustling from one of the bushes. That must be Sayori. I don't know anyone else who's that obvious. Sure enough, as soon as I take a peek inside the bush, I find Sayori kneeling down, trying her best to remain hidden. Gotcha!
Look, you found me.
I can see that. Now let's go, shall we?